with anticipation of the carom and uses his gigantic wingspan to just go up and reel it in. Terrific motor and nose for the glass.
The clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
And Love throws it down.
Ooh, quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends. With that reverse jam, the fans got a little extra show there.
That one definitely had something, you're right, extra on it.
Man, I got to pick my jaw up off the floor after that one, guys.
Greg, you were talking about Tristan Thompson. LeBron came out and said he's one of the best pick-and-roll defenders in the NBA, and Clark, that's high praise from the King.
No doubt. I mean, Thompson is an emerging force. If he could just develop his shooting stroke a little more, then you're talking about a very, very valuable player.
Good point. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it, the fast break chance.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
And here we go. Cavaliers running again. And the dunk by James.
And there are more points tacked on here to the early lead.
And it's a nice lead as well. I mean, it's no mystery how they've done it. They're attacking the basket. His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Timberwolves trail by 10. Out of bounds, Timberwolves ball as Minnesota keeps possession.
Yeah, that's a super defensive play. If that gets through, no doubt they score.
And that's why he sold out for it, because he knew he had to make that play. He wasn't going to let them get the advantage.
Now here's Wiggins. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
Man, I don't know what happened right there. He just basically walked out of bounds.
In last season, the Wolves had the hardest strength of schedule in the entire league. Might have worked out for them in the end, as come lottery time, those extra losses do tend to help.
Here's Levine trying to get back on track. That one a little long. Rebound, Minnesota. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Wiggins drives in. And that one's good.
It's got to be nice for them to know that game in and game out, his offense is going to be there for him.
LeBron's shot is good.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Not a lot you can do as a defense when they keep getting the ball in the paint like this.
Takes it into the teeth of the knee and converts the layup.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Thompson misses.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Here's Tang. And that one is stuffed right through.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And, Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Well, if the defense keeps giving up easy baskets like that, it won't be a lead for long.
Here's Levine. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. Levine's got 5 points so far.
You know what, guys? He can really light it up from the perimeter at times.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers.
Hey, guys, for Zach LaVine, once he finally got comfortable last season, boy, did he heat up. He shot 42% over his rookie year, but 47% over the last month. And I think that gave him a lot of confidence as he's entering into year two.
And Cleveland making a change here. Mozgov, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. Iman Shumpert is checked in for James. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for J.R. Smith. And on the way from Irving for three. It's rebounded by Towns. You know, as Greg was talking about, Levine was a lights-out shooter at times in college. He would go on these binges, falling back Clark from 25 feet and draining it. I mean, unreal shots.
Well, it looks good when they're going down, but he also can bend, shoot you out of a game. So you pick your poison.
The Cavaliers leading by 3. And Gorgui Dieng is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Whole new look on the floor for Minnesota. Off his foot, and it's being called a kickball. And here are the Cavaliers now. Feeds it to Mozgov. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim. Not much defense to speak of yet here, guys.
Nope, it's been all offense, fellas, all the time here early.
Irving. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Prince's shot is good. Prince has got his first bucket in this one.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
11 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Outside Irving. Jacks up a 3. The first quarter. Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Cavaliers.
They've set the first half tone by getting out on the fast break and getting the defenders on their heels.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
On the floor for Cleveland, getting going here in the second. Dellavedova and Smith are the guard tandem. Kevin Love out there with Channing Frye. And it's Shumpert in the 3 slot. And Garnett misses.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim. And he's been the catalyst all game long. Love how he's distributing the basketball.
No doubt about it, Greg. I mean, when the offense runs through him, it's really smooth.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Thompson's checked in. On defense, Cleveland. They've held a 12-point lead earlier.
And that's just great work there to get in the shooter's face and then go and corral that backboard.
Shumpert, no good. Well, there was a time when the media had written off Shabazz Muhammad as an impact player we showed last year. He belongs in this NBA.
Yeah, certainly did. I mean, he improved in every facet of the game, and sometimes we tend to write guys off a little too soon, Kevin. The media in general, not you in particular. He's been a big-time performer for the Wolves.
Stolen by Thompson. Muhammad with the steal. And Pekovic throws it down.
Terrific job on both ends of that sequence. Very slick steal and then excellent transition offense.
And really it all stems from the aggressive defense. That's exactly what the doctor ordered. You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Prince misses.
But sometimes it's more about what the defense is doing. On that possession, they were all over him on the perimeter. Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
Kevin Garnett with the steal. And the layup's good off the glass. The Cavaliers leading by 7. And it's Shumpert penetrating. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Boy, he is such a ridiculous dunker.
High riser, no doubt about it.
Goodness, I mean, you come to expect plays like that from him, and folks, that never gets old. And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
Whole new look on the floor for Minnesota. LeBron's checked in for the Cavaliers. Here's Smith.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
I tell you what, I used to love to go up and jam like that.
There's Towns. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. That one on Love. Well, Karl Anthony Towns didn't come into the previous year as the most highly touted prospect, Clark, but his play last year at Kentucky would change that.
No question about it. People knew he was going to be good, Kevin, but few saw him being this good. He showed he could do a little bit of everything as a Kentucky big.
Irving's checked in for the Cavaliers. And he gets the bucket.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
And the dunk by Towns.
Up high and down hard with the one-hander.
Got a little extra forceful with that one, didn't he, huh?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and I think that's going to rouse up his teammates, no doubt.
And that one's good.
And guys, with Towns, he is so valuable in every aspect of the game. Really great at both ends of the floor. His defense is as strong as it gets for a first-year player.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
Mozgov, he's checked in for Cleveland. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. Now, here is Irving. Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession.
And perhaps the biggest plus about Towns is his upside. I mean, he's shown that he can make big strides in his level of play. Already good at shooting from outside and can play either post spot, too.
Rubio misses.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
We've just seen them make mistakes on back-to-back trips. But those turnovers could have been avoided. Careless mistakes.
Absolutely. They have got to get a tighter handle on the ball.
Pass to Levine. Timberwolves passing it around. Shot clock at 6. Wiggins kicks to Levine. Baseline J on the way. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. The Cavaliers leading by 12. A nice shot by LeBron.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Three-pointer. There's his third field goal, and now he's made half of his 6 shots.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They've got to get more intense.
Irving drives in. Irving double team. In the corner, Smith with it. They get a hand on it. Towns with the steal. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Levine can't hit. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. The dish now to Fry. Kicks to Mozgov. To the paint. In the corner, Irving with it. Towns with the steal. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And the jam by Levine.
maybe that'll ignite him. I mean, impossible not to get pumped up after that. At least I think that would be the case.
Well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench, and that concludes the first half. Cavaliers lead by 11. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Okay, fans, put your hands together.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters.
An excellent game we've seen from LeBron. He has 12 points, and he's also got one block to add to the mix today.
Yeah, and that's just a small part of what we've seen, but it's been a solid contribution defensively.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first two quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
Yeah, created a lot of quality shots for himself in that first half, and he knew when to pass it up when the double team came.
And that led to a very high points per shot number for him. For those of you that are into analytics, that stat really tells how efficient a player has been, and he's been very efficient so far.
We've got Tayshaun Prince. Pekovic is out there with Garnett. Then it's Jones. And it's Levine and the shooting guard. And that's the group starting the second half for Sam Mitchell. Timberwolves trail by 9.
Could it have been any other way? I mean, last season, KG returning to the Wolves. I mean, the entire city was buzzing for his return.
Kevin Garnett was once the star here and now is acting as the mentor for all these young Timberwolves players. He won't let them slack even for a moment on or off the floor.
You know, it's that competitive fire that made KG so great, Kevin, and Minnesota made a savvy move, I think, to get him into the locker room and back on the squad.
Smith, the pass to Love. It's tipped. Here's Prince. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there. Well, they won't be down for long if they can get some more early offense just like that.
And, Clark, the best way to get that early offense is with steals that allows you to get out of transition.
6 on the shot clock. Here's Irving. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Irving's got 8 points.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
And Love has it in the corner. It's tipped. Prince against Smith. This one for 3. Levine can't hit.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, and at least as I look at it.
Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker. Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
A different look now for Cleveland. Shumpert is checked in for Smith. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving. James kicks to Love. Pass to Thompson. The feed to Dellavedova. Cleveland moving it around. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Here's Levine. Guarded by Shumpert. Good. Now just a 2-point Cavalier lead.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top.
And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Mozgov, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Seems to me as though he's lost his way a little bit in the second half. He'd been turnover free before the break. That's certainly not the case anymore.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout.
And last year's midseason trade had to feel good to Iman Shumpert. Toiling away in New York, injured, uninspired. Boy, did he find new life in Cleveland. Of course, playing next to LeBron can do that for you.
And for Shumpert last year, Clark, he added the defense and athleticism on the wing that Cleveland so desperately needed.
Yeah, he sure did, Kevin. And he also became a facilitator of all things. I mean, you wouldn't expect that from him, but he averaged over 3 assists a game, easily the best mark of his career.
Good point. Here's Levine. 14 points for him. To tie. Kept alive. Outside, Jones. And so the ball's out of bounds. Shumpert touched it last. Jones with it. Now guarded by Shumpert. Levine, good.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
James up top. Shot clock at 3. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Here's Jones. Prince outside. Wing shot on the way. Levine can't hit.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
On the wing, Shumpert. .110 left to play in the third. And stolen by Pekovic. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Here's Garnett. Excellent D there from Mozgov. Cavaliers trailing. Down low. Here's Dellavedova. And the officials into the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
And the turnovers will kill you. I mean, that's been their undoing thus far.
Yeah, they came in strong, Greg, but all those mistakes have caused them to fall behind right now.
James against Prince. Garnett in the post. And there's the pass to Prince. Good. Prince has got 7 points for the quarter.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
1 second separating the shot clock in game. And Zach LaVine gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.